Are you performing your exercises wrong at the gym and sabotaging your chances of toning up? There's a strong likelihood that you are. Last year, I critiqued over 2,000 videos of women working out in the gym. And after watching these videos week by week, I noticed three main things that they kept repeating and getting wrong. And once I fixed these issues with my clients, not only did they see a massive improvement in their confidence in the gym, but also in their strength and their body shape. In this video today, I'm going to go through these three main things that I kept seeing to help you avoid them and improve your gym confidence and body shape as well. So the first common mistake I saw is something that you're probably doing without realizing as well, and that's not concentrating on the exact movement that you're performing. What I mean by this is I saw my clients kind of looking around the gym, seeing if anyone was watching them and what they were doing. They weren't fully invested in the actual movement that we're doing. And maybe they were just thinking about moving the weight just up and down. Like this looks like I'm doing the leg press now, right? But there's a difference between me doing it like that and then fully immersing myself into the exercise itself. What you want to be thinking about doing during your exercises is make sure that you're really focusing on keeping the tension in your muscles, getting a nice little pause at the bottom, and then really think about contracting your muscles to push up to that top point. When you start putting your mind into the movement more and really concentrating on feeling those muscles work and contracting to get you through the movement, I promise this will take your results to the next level and it will make you feel it a lot more in those attendant muscles. All right, so moving on to the second most common mistake, and that's not controlling the exercise as you do it. I saw a lot of my clients throwing the weights back and forth and not controlling that forward movement. The thing is, your muscles are roughly 30% stronger on the way forward during an exercise as you're lowering the weight. If you're just using momentum as you come back and forth, this is allowing gravity to do a lot of the work because what you're effectively doing is letting go of that weight. What you really want to be focusing on is slowly releasing that weight. That way your muscles are still having to work harder during the movement itself. The best tempo that I recommend to do is aim for 1 to 2 seconds on the way back, get a 1 second pause at the back, then a 3 second control on the way forward, another pause at the front, and then repeat that exercise. What this does is it kills all momentum and all bouncing in the movement. Again, if I'm just to come back and forth here, you can see how much easier that is and how much gravity is doing the work. Whereas when I really focus on using my muscles to contract, slowly release away during the exercise, this makes it much more challenging for the muscles, therefore they're going to be able to tone up a lot more efficiently. And the third and final most common mistake that I saw my clients repeatedly making when they sent their check-in videos in was they weren't training close enough to failure. Even after we perfected their technique, perfected their control and got that into the right place, there was still that one thing that was missing. And that was that ability to take their body to a place that basically kind of feels like hell. What we're looking out for when you're training towards failure is if you can get to the top of the movement in one smooth movement still, and it's kind of looking similar to the first rep, then you're not training hard enough. What we need to be seeing is your form starting to break down and you're really struggling to get to the speed of the movement that you were before. What it kind of looks like is if you're going to this point here where it's slowly still moving, again, that's not failure. The way it should look is you're really struggling and it's really slowing down to try and make that last repetition. When your reps start looking like this, then we know you're training to a right place of intensity. Now, this is something that I see across the board when it comes to women training, and it's not to a lack of weakness or anything like that. I believe it just strongly depends on confidence levels. If you're someone that's not confident on your technique, you're not feeling really confident in the gym environment, then of course, like really pushing yourself to a place of failure isn't going to be the easiest thing. But as you start building up your confidence, as you start building up your familiarization with being in the gym, this is the place we definitely need to start taking those exercises because without it, your muscles aren't going to have a reason to adapt. That's what we're trying to do when we're in the gym, and that's how we tone up. We're trying to give our muscles a reason to basically think like, holy shit, I don't want to go through that much pain again. I need to try and adapt and get stronger towards this. So therefore, I need to build a little bit of muscle. Whereas if you're not taking them to a place where they're like screaming, then again, they don't really see anything that they need to adapt to. So when it comes to your next training session, start training closer towards failure, and this will make a massive difference and really help you take your results to the next level. So once you start working on these three things, really focusing on what you're doing in the movement and concentrating on the muscles doing the work, once you start controlling your repetitions and making sure that gravity isn't doing the work for you and you're really putting all that weight through the muscles, and then once you finally start training as hard as you can, pushing yourself towards that failure point, I promise this can be the best thing that you can do to start toning up and seeing that body shape change. This is what I do for my clients every single day. They send me exercise videos of them so I can critique them and help them build up their confidence, help them build up their strength, and get their results from one level to the next. If you want to learn more from me and you want to feel more confident in the gym, then be sure to watch this video up here because this is going to help you do exactly that.